Right now at noon, Rockton residents can now go back into their homes. 5 days after a fire started at a chemical plant, what investigators are saying about what caused the explosion. And cleanup is underway in parts of southern Wisconsin after storms and high winds toppled a barn in Belleville.
This is News 3 Now at noon.
Good afternoon, I'm Mark Kane. Thanks for joining us on this Friday afternoon. Within the last hour, officials in Rockton say people living within 1 mile of the Chemtool plant can finally go back into their homes. The evacuation order has been in place since Monday and is now being lifted. It's been 5 days since the explosion at the chemical plant in Rockton, and officials say there are still spot fires going on at the plant. Officials say the rain from last night into this morning helped with the natural dilution of the fire.
You can imagine it's been extremely stressful for them throughout this evacuation period, knowing, not knowing what's going. Is it safe? Is my home going to be safe when I return?
Fire Chief Kirk Wilson says the investigation into what caused the explosion and fire is still ongoing, but federal agencies have determined there was no suspicious or criminal activity that caused it. Cleanup is underway in Belleville as a barn collapsed overnight due to the storms. Owners say that the roof of the barn for beef steers collapsed due to what they believe are high winds. It collapsed on top of about 100 cattle, and multiple steers have died, but they're not sure how many. Megan Christian, who owns the farm with her parents, says that the collapse came at a really bad time for their farm.
Yeah, we're already affected from the drought and not having rain for the crops, and then this is just, not something that any farmer needs right now.
And while it was a bad situation, Christian says it could have been worse. She said that multiple people in the community, including her neighbors, showed up with equipment to help lift off the roof and clean up. And cleanup is underway for some residents in Madison. Storms from last night and early this morning caused a few trees to topple on the city's west side. 2 trees fell at a residence on Lancaster Court. And in southwest Wisconsin, a few trees were down from the high winds and storms last night as well. This is from our viewer Lisa Olson in Livingston, who could not get out of her driveway due to a downed tree this morning. After those storms, we could see some calmer weather today, but it's not going to last for long. Let's head to the Weather Center. Meteorologist Chris Reese has a look at your certified most accurate forecast. We got the rain.
Yes, we did, and a good drink of it, Mark. We've needed some of that rainfall around here, and this is the radar loop. I'm taking it back throughout the last 12 hours just so you can see that rain as it moved on through. Some spots really got lucky with how much water they got. That includes us right here in Madison. Here at the station, a little over 2 inches of rain. Madison officially right around 1.5 inches. Elsewhere outside of that, most folks range between about 1/2 inch and upwards of 3/4 of an inch. But still, this has been beneficial rainfall. We finally saw it. Of course, we're quiet out there now. Our temperature stands at 82 degrees. We have a little bit of a northerly wind. Janesville's at 81. Boscobel coming in at 85 right now. But man, is it beautiful? It's still sticky, though. Dew points are into the mid-60s. That being said, you're still going to feel that humidity as you step outside, and it comes with good reason. With a lot of the moisture that we now have in the ground because of that rainfall overnight, it's going to feel sticky for at least another day or so. But as we look ahead, look for more of that sunshine. Mark, temperatures top out around 87 degrees or so. And then we're going to talk about perhaps another rain chance moving into your Father's Day.
Kind of tropical out there today.
A little tropical. It's been a while since we've said that around here.
Must need to rain, though, that's for sure. All right, Chris, we'll see you in a few minutes. A homicide described as complex and violent is still being investigated in Rock County. Deputies responded to the home on West Mineral Point Street in the town of Center Monday morning. They say an elderly woman was found dead in the garage and another person in the home was taken into custody. Officials say these 2 people are related. The suspect remains in jail on an unrelated charge. The sheriff's office says it will release more information on its investigation into the death sometime next week. Yesterday, President Biden officially made Juneteenth a federal holiday, and today Wisconsin is celebrating. Early this morning, Governor Tony Evers signed an executive order raising the Juneteenth flag on the state capitol building. Juneteenth marks June 19th, 1865. It's the day Union soldiers brought news of the Civil War's end and newfound freedom from slavery for black people in Galveston, Texas. Celebrations continued inside the Capitol. The Wisconsin Legislative Black Caucus, along with Governor Tony Evers and Lieutenant Governor Mandela Barnes, held the event in the Rotunda to celebrate Juneteenth. The ceremony featured drummers, musical performances, along with a benediction. State Representative Sheila Stubbs says there's still a lot of work to be done for equity in the Badger State.
Now, 155 years later, we stand together to celebrate our progress as a nation and look forward to the many achievements yet to come.
And it means taking real, meaningful first steps towards systemic change in our justice system and policing to ensure accountability, transparency, and equity once and for all.
And coming up in later newscast today, our Naomi Coles will sit down with community leaders as they express what Juneteenth means to them and what still needs to change in the Black community. A unanimous Wisconsin Supreme Court struck down a state law today that allowed for taking blood samples from suspected drunken drivers who are incapacitated, ruling that that's unconstitutional. The court upheld a state appeals court ruling from last year saying that the law violates the Fourth Amendment protection against unconstitutional search and seizure. The law in question says that incapacitated drivers, those who are unconscious due to drugs or alcohol, are presumed to have agreed to provide blood samples if there is probable cause that they were impaired. A little more than 2 weeks until the White House target of 70% of adult Americans at least partially vaccinated, the Biden administration is racing against the clock to meet that goal. So far, only 14 states plus D.C. have reached the president's target. Natalie Brand has the latest from the White House.
Vice President Kamala Harris headed to Atlanta this morning to urge people to get vaccinated against COVID-19, as most states have not yet met the administration's target. This latest push comes as the highly contagious COVID-19 Delta variant is on the rise in the U.S. The variant, first discovered in India, has now spread to at least 42 states.
It is more infectious, so it's easier to catch, and because it binds so well to that ACE2 receptor, it can get to more cells in the body to a higher level and potentially make you sicker.
Health experts believe one dose of a two-shot vaccine is probably not enough to fight it. A recent study found one dose of the Pfizer vaccine is only about 33% effective against the Delta variant, while both doses offer about 88% protection.
We're now up to 12% of cases in the United States are the Delta variant. A week ago, it was 6%.
The Biden administration is also investing in new efforts to treat the virus, announcing more than $3 billion will go towards developing and manufacturing antiviral pills.
The pills aim to block the virus from replicating, are most effective when taken at the start of symptoms, and early treatment can mitigate severity. As life gets back to normal for vaccinated individuals, the European Union is recommending its member states lift the ban on non-essential travel for visitors from the U.S. Each nation will decide when to reopen its borders. And for cruise ship passengers, the CDC has lowered its warning from level 4 to level 3, which still indicates a high risk, but many view it as a step in the right direction. Natalie Brandt, CBS News, the White House.
And Wisconsin is far away from that 70% goal. Right now, just under 45% of the state's population has completed their vaccine series. And in Dane County, 62% of the population has been fully vaccinated. Well, here's a live look from Milwaukee now as Bucks fans are gathering to send the team off to Brooklyn. Last night, the Bucks defeated the Nets behind 38 points from Chris Middleton. And now the series is tied at 3 games apiece. Game 7 will be played in Brooklyn tomorrow night. Tip-off scheduled for 7:30. The winner of the series will head to the Eastern Conference Finals to take on the winner of the Philadelphia versus Atlanta series. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon.
Good news for Americans itching to go abroad and a chance to live where James Bond worked. I'm Elise Preston at the New York Stock Exchange. I'll have those stories and more in your CBS Money Watch report.
Thanks for calling 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Do you make junk disappear?
Yes, ma'am.
When?
Now.
Take that! And that!
Ooh, take it all!
When you want junk to disappear, all you have to do is point.
The best of the best store-wide sale of the summer is on now at Ashley Home Store. Save up to 50% off in-stock furniture doorbusters. Then you choose between our 2 best bonus deals of the entire year. Only at Ashley Home Store.
Do you suffer from ED? Did you know there could be a way to relieve ED without harmful medications, needles, or surgery? Peak Performance for Men is here to help. Click or call now to treat your ED. And remember, our results make the difference.
He's here! He's here! It's happening!
What can I get you, young man?
Free installation!
Coming right up.
Feldco's biggest sale of the year. Free installation. Plus, no interest for 1 year.
Free installation on windows, siding, and doors ends soon. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
After an accident, if you want to win, time is not on your side. Every second you wait, the less your case may be worth, which is why what you do next is critically important. You may have only one chance to get this right. So put a powerful law firm on your side, one the insurance companies have dealt with before. Call Hupy and Abraham right now. Tell the insurance company you mean business.
They say when you come from a small town like us, you do things your own way. That's why US Cellular doesn't have any hidden requirements. So you can get the latest phone with no activation fees, required phone trade-ins, or anything like that. That's all there is to it. Get a Samsung Galaxy S21 5G free with no hidden requirements. The nationwide network built from your town up. US Cellular.
The best of the best mattress sale of the summer is on now at Ashley Home Store. In-stock doorbusters are up to 60% off while they last. And now introducing purple mattresses for less than $20 a month. Plus the guaranteed best Tempur-Pedic deal in all of Wisconsin. Only at Ashley Home Store.
Thanks for calling 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Do you make junk disappear?
Yes, ma'am.
When?
Now.
We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point.
Stocks opened lower on Wall Street today with investors concerned about future interest rate hikes by the Federal Reserve. The Fed's offices in Washington are closed for Juneteenth, while the markets are open for this first observation day of the new federal holiday, commemorating the end of U.S. slavery. The industry will have to decide if Juneteenth becomes a market holiday, but the NASDAQ and New York Stock Exchange are reportedly making arrangements to close for the day. In an effort to fight falling birth rates and a slowing economy, China is considering getting rid of its childbirth restrictions policy entirely. That's according to the Wall Street Journal. Just last month, the nation loosened its policy, allowing families to have 3 children instead of just 2. A wave of American tourists could soon head to Europe. The European Union recommended its nations open the borders up to help tourism industries bounce back following lockdowns. Each country makes its own COVID restrictions. And for big bucks, you could own a piece of 007 history. London's 115-year-old old war office is being turned into a luxury hotel and private residences. A new home in the landmark building where several James Bond films were shot will set you back at least $8 million. There's a real-life historical significance as well. Winston Churchill worked from the property. That's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, head to CBSMoneyWatch.com. At the New York Stock Exchange, I'm Elise Preston.
Elise, thank you. Let's check Wall Street at the noon hour. The Dow Industrials down 391 points. The NASDAQ off 77. The S&P 500 down 34. Well, a new study from Harvard University shows people who struggle to sleep are at a high risk to die from any cause. The study conditions were difficulty falling asleep and waking up frequently during the night. Waking up appears to be worse for you, leading to a 56% increased risk of early death. Difficulty falling asleep causes a 44% increased risk. The biggest risk is for people who have both at 80%. The study also found a lack of sleep is closely linked to dementia. A good night's sleep is considered between 7 and 10 hours per night. Researchers looked at adults 65 years and older, and the results were published in the Journal of Sleep Research. A sunny and warm start to your Friday in southern Wisconsin, but we could see some more storms this weekend. Chris Reese will tell us when ahead in your certified most accurate forecast.
you're sick, so sick that your heart hurts.
And your mind races.
When you think that you might have cancer, and then they tell you,
you have cancer.
And you just want somebody to say,
it's going to be okay.
UW Health. Remarkable medicine. Remarkable care.
You wouldn't pour OJ this way. And you don't have to pour paint this way either. Try Dutch Boy Platinum Plus paint in the twist and pour container with a built-in spout. Easy to hold, open, and pour. Right now at Menards, get 11% off everything, including Dutch Boy paint.
Getting your air ducts thoroughly cleaned takes the trained professionals at Stanley Steamer using the most powerful equipment to get the most powerful results. Our equipment goes deep inside your ducts, removing years of dirt, pet hair, allergens, even dust mites. Unlike other air duct cleaning companies, Stanley Steamer cleans your entire system. Just look at how much dirt can be removed. Call today for a free inspection and save $50 on a cleaning.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Whether you have a design emergency or you just want to shop the best furniture showroom in town, you need Dwellings, Madison's best kept secret for design and furniture. Shop our fabulous showroom, Hard Rock Road, Fitchburg.
Saturday morning, we are celebrating Juneteenth and letting you know the ways you and your family can join in on the celebration. Plus, Chris is tracking your weekend forecast. Join us Saturday morning at 5 and 8.
Working while sick, no safety policies, COVID outbreaks. Hundreds of Wisconsin workers told the feds their workplaces were dangerous during the pandemic, but little was done to help.
It's startling to me how many industries experience this.
Naomi Cole shows you how deep this problem ran. Monday at 10. The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Let's check in now with Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report. Boy, that rain last night, much needed.
You could just about hear the corn and soybeans sighing out there. And I've gotten a lot of emails and text messages from farmers that were sighing themselves with the rain that came down. Saw anywhere from about 1/10 of an inch of rain in some of my coverage area to as much as 2 inches that was up in the Fond du Lac area and several other locations. And we'll take every drop of it and more if we can get it this weekend. Now, that news about the widespread rains, it didn't make it everywhere. There's still plenty of areas up in northeast Wisconsin. My home farm didn't get any rain, and folks up in northwest Wisconsin that are still screaming for rain. So kind of an isolated situation. We'll take a lot more if we can get it this weekend. That being said, the markets decided they must have overdone it the past 2 days with substantial drops as far as our corn and soybeans were concerned. Today, as you'll see in a moment, we're back up strong double digits for both corn and soybeans. This weather makes me want to remind you about Wisconsin Farm Technology Days coming up in Eau Claire County. That's going to be at the Hunsicker Horseradish Farm, July 20th through the 22nd. I was talking with Kathy Meyer, who is in charge of food. She said right now they've got 80,000 bottles of water, which is basically 2 semi-loads, coming to the show, 313 cases of hot dogs, 2,700 cases of burgers, and 2,100 cases of brats that they are going to be rolling into Tent City at different locations to hopefully welcome a very big crowd for Wisconsin Farm Technology Days, July 20th through the 22nd. Barrel cheese today down 2 3/4 cents at 154 1/4. 40-pound block cheese up 1/4 cent at 149 1/4. Well, Double A butter finishes the week down 2 at $1.78 1/2 per pound. So, like I said, Mark, sigh of relief from the plants, the animals, and the people. But we'll be happy to take more rainfall if we can wring it out of the clouds between now and the time we talk on Monday.
Let's hope so. All right, have a great weekend, Pam.
You too.
And speaking of the weekend, here's Chris with the forecast.
Hey, good morning or good afternoon, folks. We're talking about the rainfall that came down yesterday. You just talked to Pam about it. Yes, these were some good numbers. We finally got a very healthy drink of water. We have not seen precipitation like this in quite some time. Right around Dane County, though, and then along Highway 14. These were some of the big winners in terms of where a lot of that heaviest rainfall fell. Now, these are radar estimates. I can tell you that we measured at the station station, more than 2 inches of rain. The airport measured more than 1.5 inches of rain. But some of those radar estimates really throughout parts of Dane County approached the 3-inch mark in terms of how much rain actually began to come down. So things are getting ready to green up. I can tell you that, you know, typically if we saw any kind of rain, within minutes my yard was completely dry. But this morning, you can still see the ground is certainly still damp out there. So lots of rainfall throughout parts of Dane County and really all of southern Wisconsin. Now we're dry now, but we do still have more chances to see some showers of thunderstorms around here. That's going to be something to watch as we go through the next couple of days. But for now, Doppler track remains quiet. We do see some showers, though, trying to get going further towards the south. A lot of that's going to stay to our south. So a beautiful shot out there now. We're at 82 degrees with a northwesterly wind keeping us cooler. Dew points, though, are still into the mid-60s. So we're still seeing that humidity out there. We're going to touch on that a little bit more here in a moment. Waukesha coming in at 79, same for Juneau. Meanwhile, Basketball, one of those warmer spots at 85 right now. Platteville and the Dells both at 81. Janesville, you are also at 81. Janesville, you're the most humid. Your dew point's still at 70 right now. Elsewhere, a lot of these dew points are starting to fall into the lower 60s. Black River Falls dew points are into the 50s. So that's where it starts to feel just a little bit better. But when we talk about how it feels as you step outside, you know, sometimes it rains and then you step out and that humidity hits you and you know that it rained. That's what we're dealing with out there this morning. Yep, or this afternoon rather. You still have the bad hair day, folks, as you begin to step out. And we still have that potential for some stray pop-up storms really all throughout Wisconsin as we move throughout today. A stray pop-up storm can't be ruled out for southern parts of Wisconsin tomorrow either. But I really want to take a moment and talk about Father's Day for a second, because here's our next chance for some widespread showers of thunderstorms around here. And yet again, there's potential for some of these storms to be on the stronger side. Already we have a marginal risk. That's level 1 out of 5, but still a marginal risk for some severe storms as we start to move into Sunday. Let's plan out that weekend for you. This is going through tonight at midnight. We still have those stray storms possible. Most of your stray storm potential today actually happens while a lot of us are sleeping. So you saw that zip through. It's now tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock. Maybe some stray storms. Most folks are going to be dry. Tomorrow itself is generally going to be a dry day. Sunshine, lower humidity. We'll warm up into the lower 80s. Now let's move into your Father's Day. This is lunchtime. We're talking perhaps a round of storms that gets going around lunchtime on Father's Day. Now this is 7 o'clock. If we get a big break between lunchtime and the early evening line of storms, we could see some of these prove stronger. This is the reason we have that marginal risk for severe weather as we start to move into your Father's Day. Still a couple days out. But nonetheless, we're your first warned weather team. We're going to let you know how it all plays out. We are watching that closely. We're much cooler, though, behind that. A chance of rain on Monday, but otherwise 71 is your high. 70 on Tuesday. There could be more rain chances coming our direction before all is said and done. We'll start to warm things up at least a bit by next weekend.
All right, so half a weekend's pretty good.
Half a weekend, yes it is.
All right, Chris, thank you. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Next, we'll see what Howard's working on in the middle.
If your side dishes are getting a bit boring, then just wait until you see what new go-along we have for you today.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Get more enjoyment out of your outdoor space with patio enclosures. Right now, receive 25% off sunrooms. This offer won't last long. Call today.
Patio enclosures. Oh, baby, I have sinned. Baby, this is my last confession. You know I've never been no good. But when I'm with you, it feels like heaven. I'm begging for mercy, baby. Yeah.
So, what do you think?
I love it.
Milk, milk, milk.
Yeah, guzzle milk, drink it all. Make a milk waterfall. Cookie milk, stack it tall. Milk with no rhythm at all. Make you run fast milk. Stay awake in class milk. Pour it by the glass milk. Is that a mustache milk? Boom, 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 base milk. Smile in your face milk. Go for the goal before you know you going all the way milk. Milky high, milky hay. I hope you have a milky day. Live your best life milk. You out this world, Milky Way. Put you on the spot milk. Question, got milk? Show us what you got. Hashtag got milk.
Okay, guys, we've been through a lot together. And we all know sometimes it gets hard, but it's okay to not feel okay. You know what helps? A good book or going for a walk. Not now, Fred. But what really helps is to talk to someone. Because to take care of each other, you gotta take care of you. If you need to talk to someone, your doctor will listen. Unity Point Health Meritor, a partner of UW Health. Know how much you matter to this world.
I am an owner.
I am an owner.
I am an owner.
I'm an owner.
Since 1934, Steinhoffels has been proud to be a local family-owned company. And we're excited to share that Steinhoffels is now an employee-owned company. To celebrate, we're having a sale. Right now, take 35 to 50% off the largest selection of in-stock furniture and mattresses. So come celebrate and save. Only at Steinhoffels and steinhoffels.com.
Get more enjoyment out of your outdoor space with patio enclosures. Right now, receive 25% off sunrooms. This offer won't last long. Call today. Patio enclosures.
Over the years, we've done all sorts of segments that feature couscous. And it's really exciting to see how so many of you have fallen in love with this Moroccan favorite. I guess what makes it so darn popular is that it's so versatile. So here's a way that's perfect for summer, since it's fresh tasting and can be served hot or chilled. To get things going, we heat some olive oil in a soup pot and add a chopped onion. Once it's golden, we add chicken broth, a bag of frozen mixed veggies that we've thawed, a chopped tomato, some fresh dill, and a bit of garlic powder and salt. After this comes to a boil, we slowly stir in a box of couscous. We'll cover it and take it off the heat, then let it stand for a few minutes. When it's light and fluffy, it's ready to be served right out of the pot. Or you can let it chill and serve it as a novel replacement to a traditional pasta salad. Either way, hot or cold, it's a colorful addition to any table, any time of the year. Maybe try serving it stuffed in a pita for a fun change of pace. To get the simplest can be recipe for vegetable couscous, all you have to do is visit our website. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a veggie-packed way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
All right, Howard, thank you. Fishermen in Yemen, one of the poorest countries in the world, recently found a fortune off the coast of the Arabian Peninsula. The fishermen say someone told them there was a dead whale and it could contain ambergris, which is a rare and valuable substance found only in sperm whales. It's an important ingredient in fine perfumes to preserve the scent. The fishermen brought the whale in and cut it open and found nearly 300 pounds of the waxy, sticky substance worth $1.5 million. The fishermen split the money equally and even helped those in need. That's some good luck.
I know. Powerful story that they were willing to even share that and help those in need.
Absolutely.
Gotta love it. Good
All
example
right, Chris.
there.
One final check of the forecast?
Yeah, we are sunny out there right now. Beautiful day in store, but we do have more chances for those showers and thunderstorms as we go through the weekend. Some stray pop-up storms going to be possible tonight, and then it's Sunday, your Father's Day. Could be quite a stormy day.
All right, keep you posted. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great afternoon. We'll see you back here at 4 o'clock.